Welcome, ladies, gents, and the rainbow in between, to our new LP of Jisei, the first case. I'm Brian. You guys introduce yourselves.
I'm a death god.
Does it pay well? I feel like you make a killing.
Anyway, I'm gonna be. I'll be the narrator slash the main character. All the other characters are actually voiced, so.
Oh, cool.
Whoever said that your life flashes before your eyes when you die should be shot. Then maybe he'd see what it's really like. When you die, there are only two things. The first is the sudden and terrifying realization that you are dying. The second thing is the final wish. As a person dies, there's always one last thing they wish they could do before they pass on. Sometimes it's simple as wanting to say goodbye to a loved one, but usually it's a wish full of pain and regret. It's a wish for a life lived better, an angry word taken back, or a promise kept. A wish that will never be granted. Yeah, death sucks. Every single time. But I've experienced so many. I'm kind of numb to the whole thing by now. That's not to say I'm comfortable with it. I'm just used to it. After all, experiencing death is the story of my life. And we have this anime style opening. So, yeah. Monty is here. Monty is here, but she's beaten. She'll be right back.
Brady's being deadly quiet. And so is Job.
What?
Yes.
It makes sense, man. I'm also gonna mute myself every single time I take a drink because I don't want to hear Kessler.
It's alright. Who here is actually playing visual novels? I know Monty hasn't.
I think I have. I'm not sure. Is Dramatic Murder a visual novel?
Visual novels are pretty easy to identify just by their gameplay, just by looking at one. So.
What about Doki Doki Literature Club?
I think so. Yeah, it is.
Then yeah. I have played.
Where am I? I blink slowly, trying to get my bearings. This place doesn't look familiar. Then again, it's been 3 years since anything has looked familiar to me. I yawn as my mind slowly clears. The room I'm in is filled with a scent of freshly ground coffee. I hear something. A machine? Steam? Right, I'm in a coffee shop.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
In a city called Bless You. It's my second day in this city. Judging from the empty cup on the table in front of me, I stopped here for a coffee because I was getting sleepy. And then I fell asleep. Typical. I guess even a triple shot mocha latte isn't enough to keep me up these days. I wonder if I should get another one. Why not? I head over to the counter. No one else is in line since it's still afternoon. The girl at the counter grins as soon as she sees me.
Did you have a nice nap?
You saw me?
Don't worry, you weren't snoring or anything. But I'd wipe that drool off your face if I were you.
What?
I'm kidding. You're fine. So, what can I get for you?
Ugh.
Whoa, are you okay?
Yeah.
You look like you want to hurl.
Why am I feeling this now? There shouldn't be any reason.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, the bathrooms are down that hallway.
Yeah, thanks. I grab the counter for support and stumble off in the direction she's pointing. My head is hurting even more now. If I'm feeling this sick, it can only mean one thing. Someone has died. As I walk down the hall, I hear the door to the women's bathroom is wide open. I see the door to the women's bathroom is wide open. You're kidding. I wish this were a joke, but the incessant throbbing in my head tells me otherwise. Lying on the tile floor of the women's bathroom is the corpse of a woman. I enter the restroom, gagging at the smell of the restroom's flowery perfume and disinfectant. The knife sticking out of her chest doesn't make me terribly optimistic about what I'm about to do next. I hope she died quickly, otherwise this is going to wind up being very unpleasant. I glance around quickly to make sure no one is looking before I reach forward and touch her arm. I brace myself for the sudden pain in my chest, but it never comes. I can't breathe. I try to open my mouth, but it refuses to open. Something's on my face. I want to tear it away, but something is holding me down. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I only wish that... As I open my eyes and instinctively gasp for air, I know I wasn't actually suffocating, but it's still a reflex. My brain always remembers the pain of every death I experienced, even though none of them are mine. I'm suddenly aware of someone staring at me from the hallway.
What did you do?
A woman is standing before me, staring in horror at the dead body lying on the restroom floor. I didn't... Wait! I sigh and hang my head. This isn't going to end well. Then again, it never does.
Hey, kid! Move away from the body!
A man strides briskly down the hallway towards me. His voice and demeanor are sharp, fluid, and commanding. Even without the uniform, it's obvious he's some sort of man of the law concerning what he's wearing. I guess police officer. Sorry, officer. I promise I didn't move anything. He looks surprised.
Officer?
Oh, you're not? Sorry, my dad was a police officer and you look kind of like him. I mean, you carry yourself the same way.
Your dad was an officer? Which precinct?
He sounds skeptical. I guess I can't blame him. I don't remember. It was a while back when we still lived in Los Angeles. He raises an knowing eyebrow as if he's just caught me in a lie, but he doesn't comment on it.
I see. Well, why don't you come with me?
Sure. I followed the officer back into the main area of the shop. The woman who first saw me is standing by one of the tables looking shaken. The other people in the shop are the girl who works here and a guy who looks like he's in college.
Excuse me, everyone. I'd like your attention for a moment. I'm Detective Mikolai Gursky.
The detective pauses for a moment. It looks like he's trying to choose his words carefully.
Unfortunately, a dead body has just been discovered on this premises.
What? But how? I mean, who?
Unfortunately, I don't know anything about the situation yet. Because of this, I'm going to have to ask you all to stay here until the police come.
Until they come? You mean the police aren't here yet? What about you?
I'm technically not on duty right now, I just happen to be here.
I see.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak with each of you separately for just a little bit. It'll help move the investigation along if I can start collecting information now. Is that okay?
Sure, anything to help.
Yeah, it's okay with me.
Yes, it's fine.
What about you, kid?
It's fine with me.
Right. Then we'll start with you. Come with me, please.
Detective Kersey motions for me to follow him into the hallway away from the rest of the coffee shop. As we walk down the hallway, I can't help but stare at the body in the bathroom. Detective Gursky glances at me and gently kicks the door of the bathroom. It swings in and bounces gently off the wall, closing with a soft thud.
How are you feeling?
Fine, I guess.
You just saw a dead body and you're fine?
He frowns at me.
Never mind. Let's just start with your name.
I'd rather not say.
Why not?
Because I'd rather not.
An officer of the law is asking you a question.
Then I plead the fifth.
The Fifth Amendment is only applicable to testifying under oath in a court of law or other tribunal.
Then I invoke my Miranda rights. Detective Kursky stares at me impassively. It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but I doubt he's pleased.
Fine, no name then. Why don't you tell me what happened today?
You mean about when I found the body?
Anything you think is pertinent.
Well, I came in here around noon today. I ordered a coffee, drank it, then fell asleep.
You fell asleep after you drank a triple shot mocha latte?
How do you know what I drank? Detective Kersey nods at the empty cup on the table where I was sleeping.
Saw you snoozing when I came in. The mocha latte checkbox is checked off on the side of the cup, and the maroon sleeve around the cup is only used for triple shots. I am a detective, you know.
And a serious one at that. He's even reading my drinks when he's off duty. Well, I woke up about 10 minutes ago, I guess. Maybe less. Kersey glances at the clock on the wall.
So, around 2:40, you'd say?
I guess so. I was just about to get another drink when I suddenly started to feel sick.
Ah, yes. I did see you looking a little ill when you were at the counter.
The girl at the counter told me I should go to the bathroom, and when I went, I saw the body lying there.
What were you doing in the women's bathroom?
The door was already open. I saw her from the hallway.
Did you touch her?
Even if I say no, they'll probably find my prints or anyway. Yes.
And why were you touching
I
her?
wanted to see if she was okay. I didn't know she was dead at the time. The detective nods understandingly, but I doubt he believes me. Any idiot could have seen the knife in that woman's chest from at least 10 feet away.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
What do you guys say?
There's something suspicious about this death.
Yeah, something is suspicious.
I think there's something suspicious about this death.
There's a dead woman with a knife in her chest. Suspicious goes without saying. But what makes you think this is suspicious?
Just a gut feeling.
I see. Anything else?
No.
Then please wait in the main area.
Sure. Detective Kersey follows me and turns to the rest of the people in the coffee shop.
Would anyone like to go next?
I'll go.
The woman raised her hand timidly. Detective Kersey nods at her.
Then follow me.
I sink down into one of the chairs and close my eyes. This doesn't make any sense. The woman in the restroom has a knife in her chest, no doubt. But in my vision, she was being suffocated. Then again, my vision did cut off before it finished. That woman interrupted me. I wish I couldn't read the body again, but I'm sure to get caught if I even try to get close to the body. Somehow it doesn't really seem worth the risk. I guess I'll just have to approach this from a different angle. Let's examine the room. The cafe is small and clean with a series of paintings on the walls and a display stand featuring expensive bags of coffee. To the side, there's a hallway that leads to the bathrooms. There's also a kitchen in the back, but I can't see it from here. Let's talk. Who should I talk to first?
The boy.
Boy?
Yeah.
That's a boy?
Yeah. Across the room, the college boy is typing away on his laptop. He pauses to glance at a pile of notes on the table next to him. He's still doing homework at a time like this? He looks up, and we briefly make eye contact.
Is something wrong?
Not really. You just look really calm, all things considered. He glanced to the side nervously.
Actually, I'm pretty freaked out. But it hasn't really set in, you know? Part of me is hoping this is all just a hidden camera show or something.
It would be a lot nicer if that were the case.
Can I just point something out?
I'm sorry.
Sure.
You're the one who found the body, right?
He sounds like Emil from Tales of Symphonia Dawn of New World.
Oh yeah, he does. Yeah.
Is it scary? Seeing a dead body, I mean.
I guess most people wouldn't be pretty terrified to see a dead body, especially one that's obviously been murdered. Yeah.
You look pretty calm too, you know?
Oh, I guess I do.
My name's Kizaki. What about you?
I'd rather not. Kizaki blinks and stares off into the distance for a moment. It looks like he's spacing out. Are you okay?
Huh? Oh yeah, I'm fine.
He laughs nervously before smiling warmly at me.
It's okay if you don't want to say your name.
What should I say?
Did you kill her?
Do you think the killer is still here?
Do you think the killer's still here? Kizaki suddenly turns pale.
Killer? I thought she died from a heart attack or something.
Kuro!
No, it wasn't me, I swear.
No, this is even worse.
He looks like he's about to start crying. Whoa!
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all going to be picked off one by one until there's no one left?
I really don't think that's the case. Besides, it's not if we're trapped on a remote island or anything. Like a frickin' Agatha Christie novel.
What if the murderer is still here? What if we're all going to be picked off one by one until there's no one...
Oh, what the hell?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Pointing at Kizaki's laptop. You know, you're even connected to the internet.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
He suddenly looks a lot more relieved.
I guess I overreacted.
No kidding.
But it's still really creepy to think that someone was killed here. I hope that detective figures it out soon.
So wait, which one?
Can you remember anything about the woman who died?
I'm afraid I was pretty caught up in my work. I didn't really notice much about anyone else.
Nothing at all?
Well, I think she may have been looking for someone. When she came in, she looked around a bit like she was expecting to see someone. I remember wondering if she was looking for you, and you just didn't notice her because you were asleep.
Wow, is there anyone in this coffee shop who didn't watch me sleep?
Let the creepers hit the floor.
So what are you doing here anyway?
Studying.
He nods at the pile of paper scattered across the table.
I have an exam soon, and I come here a lot since it's a quiet place with no distractions.
He sighs.
So much for that.
Which one?
Are you in college?
Yeah, but I'm only a part-time student. Even community college is expensive.
True
We all
that.
know that.
I have to keep a part-time job just to stay afloat.
What do you do?
It's kinda hard to explain. I guess you could say I'm a sort of errand boy? I do odd jobs, fetch things, occasionally make tea for my boss. Stuff like that.
Want to say something? I see.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
You are.
Detective Kersey approaches us. The woman he was speaking with trails closely behind him. As soon as she sees me, she quickly looks away.
No, we're not doing anything in particular.
Kazaki's voice trails off as he speaks. He looks uncomfortable.
Right. In that case, would you please come with me?
Oh, yeah.
Kazaki follows Detective Kersey to the hallway. About earlier,
Don't touch me.
the woman glares at me, her eyes laced with disgust.
I saw what you did.
I didn't do anything. I found her like that. The woman frowns at me.
Just don't speak to me.
She sits down and folds her arms, glaring at me from across the room. I guess I should leave her alone. The girl who works at the shop is sitting a few tables away from me, staring at the ground. She looks up and notices that I'm looking in her direction.
Surreal, isn't it?
Huh?
Knowing you're in the same building as a dead body, I mean.
She smiles apologetically at me.
By the way, my name's Chance.
Chance? That sounds like a fake name.
Chance the Rapper.
You have a rather unusual name.
I get that a lot. The truth is, I changed my name. My parents named me Bertha. That's not exactly a good name for a famous singer.
You're a famous singer?
Not yet, but I want to be. I know it's a crazy dream, but I'm willing to take the chance. That's why I chose that name. Get it? Chance? I'm pretty cheesy, huh?
Maybe not cheesy, but I think the name Bertha actually means famous. So really, you had a good name in the first place.
Really? I didn't know that. You're pretty smart.
Not particularly, I just like to pay attention to names and what they mean.
That's cool. I know someone just like you.
I seriously doubt that.
Do you
Which
think
one?
do you know anything about the woman who died?
Nothing comes to mind. I saw her go to the bathroom earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. Still, I think I would have recognized her if she was someone I knew.
Do you remember what time you saw her?
Maybe around 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
What makes you think it was 2 o'clock?
Well, my shift starts around then, and she came in a little bit after I did. She looked like a secretary, so I thought it was weird that she'd come during working hours.
I see. Do you think the killer is still around?
I sure hope not.
Chance shivers.
I don't know why he'd stick around anyway. Doesn't a murderer usually run after he kills someone?
Good point.
You two look like you're getting along.
Huh? Oh.
We were just chatting.
I see that. I hope you don't mind if I cut in.
Go ahead. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the woman from earlier still glaring at me. Hey,
I thought I told you not to speak to me.
listen, I don't know what you thought you saw, but that woman was already dead when I found her.
Don't take me for a fool.
Which one?
You are a fool.
You are a fool, bitch! Making a snap judgment like that without any proof of it at all is ridiculous.
Making snap judgments is my job, kid. In the real world, not everyone has the luxury of pandering around waiting for things to happen. Unlike you, I don't have mommy and daddy to cover my back if I don't make my own decisions.
What do you know about the real world?
More than you do, kid.
You really think that? Well, congratulations! You won the prize for world's biggest moron! I raise my hand to strike her and she freezes. Or I can bring my hand down, someone grabs it.
That's enough.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, detective! This boy was
Oh,
threatening
shit.
me.
From what I understand, you provoked him.
Oh,
He's the one who approached
I didn't
me.
get this first time around. Detective Kersey Skies.
Miss Bergstrom, that's still no excuse.
He turns to me.
As for you, do you have any idea of the situation you're in right now?
He pulls me to the side before I can say anything.
What do you think you're doing?
I'm sorry, she just...
You're already on thin ice, kid, and that temper isn't doing much to help your case.
What?
You do realize that she's convinced you're the murderer, right? Acting like that only makes you look more suspicious.
Well...
And I have to be honest, a lot of the evidence points towards you already. You were the first at the scene, and you even admitted to touching the body. There's not much that votes for your innocence.
But all the evidence you have is only circumstantial.
I can hold you for 48 hours before charging you with a crime. That's enough time to find more evidence.
Ugh, sometimes I hate the law. I know, but I didn't do it.
If you really want me to believe you, you're going to have to be a lot more cooperative. Obviously, you're interested in clearing your name, whatever it may be. It works better if you work with me, not against me.
You want my help? He frowns.
Not particularly, but I don't have many options right now. I could tell you to sit this out and let the professionals handle this, but then you just go behind my back. I'd rather have you where I can keep an eye on you. So I'll let you talk around, but you have to tell me everything you learn. And for the record, this isn't a free pass to conduct your own investigation. I'm only saying you can talk with the others. Got it?
Got it. Well, it looks like I have a little bit of slack for now, but even if he says that, it's not like he's giving me any useful information to go off of. Examine the room. The area is small but comfortable with nice lighting and clean atmosphere. Let's talk. Who should I talk to?
The mean girl.
Mean girl?
Yeah.
Miss Bergstrom is still across from me, brooding. Oh boy, this isn't going to be easy. I doubt she even wants to speak to me after I nearly lost my temper and hit her. I approach her carefully, holding my hands out in an attempt to show that I mean her no harm. Hey.
Come to try to beat me up again?
I'm sorry.
What?
I said I'm sorry. I acted out in anger when I shouldn't have. But someone is dead here, and I need to know what happened. Won't you please just talk to me?
Why are you even doing this?
Which one?
I want
wanna
to find
prove
that.
an innocent.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wanna
yeah,
find the
sorry, it
killer.
doesn't matter.
Keller?
Because saying you want to prove your innocence, like saying you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes off that you are guilty. I want to find the killer. After a moment of silence, she lets out a long sigh.
I guess it's okay then. What do you want to know?
So first two options.
A chance.
Second one.
Chance. The
Uh,
second one.
Oh, I
Yeah,
guess
the
I'm.
second one.
I guess I'm splitting the vote.
The second one.
Second one. Okay. Did you notice anything suspicious about Kazaki?
I assume you mean that boy over there? He hasn't done anything that seems out of the ordinary. I can't really say one way or another, though.
Did you notice anything suspicious about Chance?
That barista? She's a sweet girl. If not a little unrealistic, she'll talk about her dream of being a singer to anyone who will listen. She often gets livid when anyone says anything that doesn't coincide with her dream, but she's very cheerful otherwise.
Livid?
She once tossed hot coffee at a customer for insulting her voice. He only got a few burns on his arm, but I'm pretty sure she was aiming for his face.
And she didn't get fired for that?
The whole thing was settled out of court, and the owner of this place is her father, so naturally she got to keep her job. Honestly, kids these days just get everything handed to them
Oh
on a
my
silver
God.
platter. It's wholly frustrating.
That's why she was talking about before when she said that parents wouldn't come in to rescue her. I guess her anger makes more sense now. End conversation. That's all I need for now.
Good to know.
All right. So Chance or Kazaki?
Chance.
Chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chance notices me looking at her. She giggles and waves at me.
How's it going?
You got changed.
Yeah, I called my manager and he said I should close for the day, so there's really no point in wearing my uniform anymore. But never mind that. How did it go?
How did what go?
Talking with that detective, of course. Did he say anything?
Nothing in particular.
Yeah, nothing in particular.
He just wanted me to not bother him.
What do you mean by bothering him?
Beats me. So,
Did you notice anything suspicious about Kazaki?
Yeah.
Who?
the college kid.
Oh, is that his name? I've never seen him before.
Really? He said that he comes here all the time.
He does? I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him before. Maybe he usually comes at some other time?
Yeah, maybe.
But I don't recall him doing anything weird. He came in, sat up, and spent all his time working on homework.
Did you notice anything suspicious about Mrs. Bergston?
You mean that woman who looks like she's mad at you?
Yeah, her.
Well, she definitely looked like she was in a hurry. Then again, she always does.
Did she comes here often?
All the time. And she always looks like she's in a hurry. I guess she's a busy woman.
Do you know what Miss Bergston does for a living?
I'm pretty sure she works for Biodev Imaging. It's just down the street, so a lot of people who work there like to come by here. I'm afraid I don't know exactly what she does, though.
Yes, that's all I wanted to ask and talk about for now.
Alright.
Okay. I talk to Kazaki. I look over at Kazaki, still typing away at his computer. I guess even being at the scene of the murder isn't an excuse to turn in homework late.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
It looked like Detective Gursky was lecturing you about something. He's a pretty imposing guy.
Is he? It seems to me like he's just doing his job.
I guess I'm just worried he's gonna arrest me or something.
Does he have a
Relax.
reason?
Does he have a reason
Second
to
one.
arrest? Second one? Does he have a
Yeah.
reason to arrest you?
What? No, of course not! I was just saying.
His face flushes red as if he's terribly embarrassed to even think about being arrested. He must be one of those good kids who always follows the rules and never gets in trouble. Inevitable. Chance or Bergston?
Bergstrom.
Do you know? Blah, blah, blah.
I'm afraid I didn't see her come in. I was busy working at the time. I didn't notice anything until I heard her scream.
Chance?
The girl who works here? She wouldn't do anything.
Are you sure?
Of course, she works here after all.
That didn't answer my question.
Well, if you're wondering if I saw her do anything weird, I didn't. She was cleaning the espresso machines for a while. She didn't look too happy about that. Then she went into the back kitchen, so I didn't see her anymore.
If she were in the kitchen, she could have gone to the bathroom without you seeing her, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's all for now.
Alright then.
Let's see if we can pry any more information out of the other two. Nope.
Okay.
Honestly, the older woman seems more.
Suspicious.
I see.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk to the cop.